Can the words be interpreted or misinterpreted according to the whims and fancies of commentators? This is one question. Question number 70. Yes, words can be interpreted or misinterpreted in various ways. You can give out an etymological meaning to every word in Indian languages, especially the mother language of all the languages, Sanskrita Bhasha, where giving out etymological explanations to each term is possible. However, there is another term called the Rudhi, which is the popular usage of a word. Let us take multiple examples on which are being practiced in other languages. Let us take the word surf. The word surf refers to a foam from the waves. But when it becomes a brand name, you think that is a detergent powder, or surfing becomes a sporting event. But etymologically it has a different meaning. This is one way of interpretation. Similarly, one word is referred to many connotations and many objects depending on the occasion. It would be relative on many occasions. In Sanskrita, let us describe one word called the Jalaja or Pankaja. Panka means the slush. One which is born out of the slush can be called as Pankaja. That is the etymological meaning. It can be anything. It can be an insect, or it can be a fish or something like this. But whereas in popular usage, the word Pankaja is referred to a lotus. This is the second way of explanation. Similarly, in the Shastra context, when the finer debates are going on, at the time of defining the parameters, the misuse of the context is prevented by defining it correctly. So, the words can be interpreted this way or the other way. We will give the example of one mantra. Chatvari Shrungaha Trayo Asya Padaha Dve Shirashe Saptahastaso Asya Tridha Baddhaha Vrushabhaha Roraviti Mahodevaha Martyan Avidesha. It speaks of a great personification of divinity which is entering the humanity. It can give you 4 or 5 types of meanings. The great Acharya of the grammar, Sage Patanjali, has described this mantra in terms of the great Shabda Shastra, or the science of sound. In grammatical, from a grammatical perspective, Sage Patanjali says that Chatvari Shrungaha, which literally mean the 4 horns. It is not pertaining to a person, but these 4 horns are nothing but the Vedas. Similarly, one person dares to think that, misinterpret in other way, that these constitute something else when he wants to prove something. This we have observed through many deviated interpretations. So, the word has to be correctly interpreted. For that, we have some certain defining texts which we call the Vedangas. Only with the Vedangas and Upangas, such as the Nirukta, Vyakarana, Shiksha and Mimamsa Shastra, we have to define the scriptures and arrive at its meaning. Without that, we are not qualified to decide or interpret any meaning of any Vedic sentence. Jai Guru.